Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to make this Minnie Mouse hat. I have a request from one of my subscribers if I could make one of them, and I decided to give it a try. This is my own design and it's very easy to make, and here is the video on how to make this Minnie Mouse hat. To make the Minnie Mouse hat, I'm gonna use Bernat Premium. It's medium number 4. I'm gonna use Red Heart Super Saver and pink, and Red Heart Super Saver and white. I already used them before, that's why they are like this. I'm gonna use the crochet hook, 3 millimeters. You can use any crochet hook that you have. 3 millimeters, 3.5, 3.75, 2.75, any of those. You're gonna use scissors and a tapestry needle to sew the bow, and the little circle that I'm going to make with the white to make the little circles in the bow and in the hat. That way I don't have to put any buttons or anything. Okay, here is the video. To start the hat, I'm going to do a magic circle, and this one is exactly the same as the little frog hat or the little cat hat. You're going to do the magic circle and chain 3, and you're going to count down as the first chain, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to do 12 double crochet in the magic circle. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is a thick wool, but it's nice and soft. And the cold weather is starting, and it's time to start making hat for babies. If you want to make this hat bigger, I will let you know when you have to continue with your increases. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now you're gonna put the tail very tight, and you're gonna do a slip stitch here in the top of the chain, and you're gonna finish row number 1. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna make another double crochet in that same chain space. And now you're gonna do 2 double crochet in every single chain space. In total, you're gonna end with 24 double crochet. I will meet you here at the end of row number 2. Now we're going to finish row number 2 with a slip stitch on top of the chain space. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do a double crochet on top of that chain space, and I'm going to make another double crochet in the next chain space, and 2 together. That will be row number 3, 2 together and 1 double crochet in the next chain space. Okay, like this. 2 together, 1 in the next one, and 2 together in the next one. 1 and 2 together. Like that, you're going to do row number 3. At the end, you're going to finish with 36 double crochet. I'll meet you here at the end. Now we're going to finish row number 3 with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and make another double crochet in the same chain space. And now we're going to make 2 double crochet but separate in the next 2 chain space. 1 and 2 double crochet separate. 1 and 2. And now 2 double crochet in the same chain space, 2 together. 1 and 2. And like that, going to be row number 4. 2 separate, 1 in that chain space, another one in the next chain space, and 2 together. At the end, you're going to finish row number 4 with 48 double crochet. Okay, let me do here at the end. I'm going to finish row number 4 with a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to make another double crochet in the same chain space, 1 and 2 there. And now we have to make 3 double crochet in the next 3 chain space. 1, 2, and 3, and 2 together. Like that, we're going to do row number 5. 2 together and 3 separate double crochet. At the end, we're going to finish row number 5 with 60 double crochet. I will meet you here at the end of this row. I'm going to finish row number 5 with a slip stitch. Now, if you want the hat to be very small, you leave it there in that row number 5 with 60 double crochet. But I want to do one more row of increases. That way I have 72 double crochet for my hat. Like I said, if you want it this size, like a small for a newborn, for a preemie, you leave it like that. And continue with the next row, number 6, with 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. But if you want a little bit bigger, for when the baby have a few months, you do another row of increases. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And in row number 6, we're going to do another double crochet in the same space and 4 double crochet separate. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 together. Like I said, if you wanted to do it a small one, you just do a row number 6 of double crochet, and I will meet you here at the end of this row to continue with the hat. I'm going to finish row number 6 with a slip stitch, and that is when I finish my increases. If you like the hat to be for a bigger baby, you're gonna do the next row, 2 together and 5 double crochet separate and 2 together. If you want it bigger than that, you will do in the row number 8 will be 2 together, 6 separate and 2 together. Row number 9 will be 2 together, 7 separate and 2 together. It depends on the size of the hat that you like. These will be the increases until you have the size of the crown of the head, and after that you will do 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. For me, it will be 72. It's up to you the size of the hat that you want to make. And now in row number 7, for me, it will be 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. Okay. No matter what size of hat you're making, when you finish the size that you like, the next row will be 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet without any increases. And I will meet you here at the end of this row. Here I finished row number 7 with 72 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to repeat row number 7 again in row number 8 and row number 9. That will be 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet, and we're going to end with 72 double crochet in row number 9, and that will be with a black color. I'll meet you here at the end of those 2 rows. Here I finished row number 9. I have my 72 double crochet. Now we're going to start working with the pink. If you're making it smaller, you should have done until row number 8. Sorry if I don't mention that. And if you make it bigger, well, you just have to make big enough with the black and leaving a space to make 3 to 4 rows at the pink one in the end of the hat. You have to measure at the person that you're making it, or just the hat around the size that you want to give it for that particular person. But you're making the hat this size, and then you will finish it in row number 9. Now we're gonna start with the pink. I'm gonna pass it through and chain 2, 1 and 2, like that. But I'm gonna count that one as one chain, only those 2. Now we're gonna do 72 half double crochet in top of each double crochet. I'm gonna do the half double crochet because this red hat Super Saver is really a thick wool, and it's better to do a half double crochet. But if you're doing exactly the same as this one, as the Bernat, just continue with double crochet. But I found that look nice with the half double crochet for the little bottom here. Like that, you're going to continue, and you will have 72 half double crochet at the end of this. I'll meet you here when I finish. Here I finished row number 10 with my 72 half double crochet. Now I'm going to did a slip stitch and chain 2, 1 and 2, and now we're going to do 1 half double crochet in top of each of the half double crochet. At the end of row number 11, we'll finish with 72 half double crochet. You can do row 11, 12 and 13 like this. 1 half double crochet in top of each half double crochet. In total 72. I will meet you here at the end of row 13. Okay? Just like that. I finished row number 13. Now row number 14, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet in top of each chain space. That will be row number 14, or the last row that you were making. If you want this to be wider, and instead to make 9 rows here at the black one, you can do 8 rows at the black one, and then the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, and the 13 do it of half double crochet. But the last one is single double crochet. I'll meet you here at the end of this row. Okay. Here I finish with a slip stitch this row. I chain 1, cut the yarn and pull it through tight and made a knot. That way it's nice and secure. And now I'm going to loose this tail and any tail that needs loosing, and you will end up with a hat just like this. Now we have to make the ears, the bow, and the little circle on white. That way it looks like it's a polka dot strap there. Okay, now I'll be right back with the next step. Now we're gonna make the bow for the top of the hat. If you like, you can leave the hat just like that. It looks really nice, and if you like, you will continue with me with the bow to make the bow for the top like that. Okay, we're gonna do the bow like that. Starting here, we're gonna do it that way, sideways. Okay, we're gonna do a slip knot. And we're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're making a smaller hat, you can just finish it with 10. If you want a smaller bow, the same, just with 10. But I'm going to make with 12. 10, 11, and 12. Now, After the 12, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to do a half double crochet in the fourth from the chain, from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth from the hook, we're going to do a half double crochet, like that. Now we have 2, and we have to make 10 more, in total 12 half double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Like that. You will finish your number 12 half double crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work around, and you're going to do those 12 half double crochet, and that chain of 2 is the first one, and the next one you will grab this, you will have this like that, and you will grab these ones out here from the top. Okay, let me do that again, like that, from the top, and leave that one there. Okay, like this. You will go here, like that. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 12 is in that chain there, like that. Now we're going to chain 2, turn work around, and now we're going to grab, and instead to do exactly the same thing that we did and the other side, going through there, we're going to go through those 2 there in the top, like that. That way you have a smooth on the top and the front of the bow, like that. Grabbing those like that. You're going to do your 12 half double crochet. You're going to repeat this 13 times. You had 3 there. Now you have to do 10 more after you finish this one. In total 13 rows of half double crochet. This is the smooth part here, more smooth, and this one is the part with all that there. After we finish with the 13th row, we're going to do the middle to finish the bow. It's very easy to make. I will finish the bow of this bow off camera. I finished row number 13. You're going to nap with the piece like that, and now chain 1 at the end, cut your yarn, pull it through, and pull it tight. Now you're going to loose those 2 tails with your tapestry needle, and then we're going to start working in the piece for the middle. I'll be right back. Now we're going to work this middle piece for the bow. We're going to chain 3, do a slip knot, and leave enough tail, that way I lose that tail later. It's easier with a tapestry needle to lose. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to do another one. And now we're going to do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, turn around, and do 3 single crochet. We're gonna repeat this until we have 10 rows of single crochet. If you're making the bow the same width that I did mine, okay, you're gonna chain 1 and turn around, and again 3 single crochet. When you finish your 10th row, and then we're gonna bind it together with the same crochet hook. I did here, I bind it together and left a tail, that way I can sew that bow to the hat. I will meet you here at the end of my 10th row. Now you're gonna fold this in half like this, or fold it there in the middle. You're gonna grab your piece, go like that through the middle to the back, like that, and with your crochet hook you're gonna pass that through. You're gonna do this like that, and you're gonna do slip stitches in between the two of them until you finish the two ends like that. I hope you can see well what I'm doing. Now you're going to chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving a long enough tail, that way you can sew to the hat, and you're going to lose that tail there, and you're going to play with your bow until you have, the way you like it. It's very easy bow to make. Right here, like that. I have the two of them. I just have to play with them. I only need one, but one was the test. Now we're gonna make these little circles like that. That is the one that we're gonna sew around. That way the bow look like it's polka dots. Okay. Now we're gonna make this little circle for the bow. Okay, we're gonna get the white yarn, do a small magic circle here in my finger. I'm gonna do a small magic circle, chain 1. I'm gonna make 6 single crochet in the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to put the tail very tight to close it. Do a slip stitch in the top of this chain here. Like that, and you will have your little circle. Now your scissors, you're going to cut this tail long enough for sewing to the bow. You're going to pull it right through, and later when you're going to sew it through here, there to the back. That way, because it's a slip stitch, it stays nice and round. You're going to lose this tail and leave this one for sewing to the bow. Whatever you decide you want to put them, how many you want to make, you just make them to put it together for the bow and for around here, this part at the hat. Okay, I will make mine off camera, and then we'll be back with the ears. For the ears of the hat, of the Minnie Mouse hat, I'm gonna do 2 pom-poms. You can do pom-poms, or you can do it round as I'm gonna show you here. You have to choice. I'm not gonna show you how to do pom-poms because there's tons of videos on YouTube how to make pom-poms. I make 2 big ones, and that's what I'm gonna put for the ears. But you have to choose pom-poms or the one I'm gonna show you how to make. It's up to you what you wanna put. You're gonna do a magic circle, and you're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna make 12 double crochet in that magic circle. I will meet you here at the end of my 12 double crochet. Right. Here I finished 12 double crochet. Now I'm gonna pull that tail really tight, and now I'm gonna close the circle with a slip stitch, like that. Now I'm gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna make another double crochet in that same chain space, and now we're gonna make 2 double crochet in every single chain space. We're gonna end this row number 2 with 24 double crochet. This one is exactly the same as I did the eyes for the frog hat, but this one is all in black for the ears. Okay? Remember, 24 double crochet. Here I finished row number 2 with my 24 double crochet. Now I'm gonna do a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna make another double crochet in that same chain space. Now row number 3 is 2 double crochet in every single chain space. We're gonna finish with 48 double crochet. After you finish your 48, you're gonna slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, leave enough tail to sew the ear and the hat, and you will be finished and make 2 of those. I will show you at the end. Here I finished the ear. I did a slip stitch, chain 1, and you cut enough yarn to sew the ear to the hat. You have to make 2 of these. Remember, I made 2 pompons for mine. I will continue now with the rest of the hat. Now we're gonna put the little circles in the bow and in the hat. I already did the bow. I put 7 in the bow in different places. You do it evenly if you like, or the same, at the same spot, or different places. That way it look like it's a polka dot material. And for the hat too. Now I'm going to show you how to sew them in the hat. It will be the same way I sew them in here, and the other ones that are already sewn in the hat. You're going to use your tapestry needle, and remember this was a slip stitch, and so what's the slip stitch is up there, and then you have to pass it through to the back like that. That way it go down and it stay nice and round. Now you're going to mark wherever you like the dot to be. I'm going to mark it here at the same place that I put the one on the other side. That way all of them are the same distance. And I sewing them from the top here, in the second row, and in the third. A little bit touching the fourth row. Okay? And I'm going to pat it to the back. See? Like that, and then like this through the back to the front, having the 2 of them like that. Or you can sew them wherever you like, whatever is the best for you. Everybody sews things different. It's up to you how you want to. This is my way of doing it. Like this. You're going to go all the way around and sew them. I made 8 little circles for the hat, 4 in the front and 4 in the back, like this, and 7 for, like I said, 7 for the bow. Like that you're going to sew them, and all of them. I will meet you here when you finish sewing all the little circle in the hat and in the bow, like that. I finished sewing, and now I'm going to do a knot in the back to secure that there, and I'm gonna loose the tail a few times here in the back where I have the circle, like that. Pass it a couple of times, nice and secure. Now I'm gonna cut the excess yarn like that, and I'll finish sewing all the circle or dots in the hat. Now I'm gonna teach you how to put the bow and the ears in the hat. If you like, you just sew the bow. You don't have to put the ears in it, just a bow. But it will look nice with the ear, that way it look like the Minnie Mouse. Now we're gonna put the ears. What I did was with my tapestry needle, because the pom-pom had two strand of yarn. One I passed it through the end of the third and the fourth row, like that, and then I tied some knots inside that was nice and secure, like this one, like that. That's how you're gonna do the two ears if you made the pom-pom ears. Remember, it's in between the end of the third and the fourth one. You're gonna pass it through different holes, that way you can tie inside in between the third and the fourth, tie it secure with a few knots. That's what I did for this one, is you making the pom-pom ears. But if you're doing the round ears, this one, you're gonna sew with your tapestry needle between the third, the fourth, and the fifth row, like that, like I did with my little frog hat, like that, standing up like that. You're gonna sew it and tie it secure and loose your tail. But now I'm gonna show you how I did this one through the inside. You see, I had this one in between those two, like that. With this row here, you can see very much in the middle. There is where the knots will be. Nice and tight. And then after, I will loose the tails, like that. It has to be nice and secure, like that. And then after I loose those four tails, and like that, you'll have the pom-pom ears, nice and fluffy. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you how to sew the bow in front of the ears, like that, and we'll finish our beautiful Minnie Mouse hat. I finished here putting the ears. Look how nice and fluffy they look. They look really nice. Your hat will be like this at this stage, like that. And now we're gonna put the bow. You're gonna sew it with that tail. You're gonna put it whatever you like, you know, like that or like that, like this. You're gonna sew it right in the middle, in between the ears, here, like that. And then you'll finish your hat. I'm gonna sew mine off camera, and then I will show you the end product, how the hat will look like. Well, something like this. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, I wanted to mention too that after I finish with my Minnie Mouse hat, I will do a Mickey Mouse hat. That way you have the set. If you have a boy and a girl, you can make one for each one of them. Either it's a younger boy or an older girl, you know. You can make it bigger or smaller, the hat, like I explained you in the beginning. Well, here's the hat. I love the way it turned out. It's fantastic. I'm quite pleased with the result. I wish I have a young little girl to put it on. My daughter is already 12. She's a little old for this type of hat, I think, and it's a little small. Well, give it a try if you have a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, even a neighbor. This is fantastic. This makes a wonderful Christmas present now that time of year is coming. Well, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. Have a great day. Bye.